Hello, my name is METİN. This is 213th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, spaceless time from Meta-Metaphysics, meta-sensation perception matter. Spaceless time from spaceless matter. As I told you before, matter and its intrinsic motions are eternally exist. There are at least two realities. One of the two is universal reality of meta-sensation perception matter, MSPM, which we can never see directly, and the other is the subjective reality, which we share with all living species, perhaps with all interacting things. The space is not sensing, not perceiving. Nothing. Emptiness is not sensing, not perceiving. Not to sense, not sensing, and not to perceive, not perceiving, wall, not perceiving and not sensing wall is separate the two realities. If there were no that incapability of sensing and perceiving, if there were no sensing and perceiving limits, which are the opening gates to darkness, coldness, and nothingness or space, you wouldn't differ anything. You wouldn't differ ordinary observable objects. In spite of you see only one single thing, in spite of you see meta-sensation perception matter, you wouldn't see any object, and this would mean for you there is nothing, in spite of there is one thing, in spite of there is meta-sensation perception matter. Meta-sensation perception matter has eternally intrinsic, immanent, perpetual, cyclical, repetitive motion forms. If there were no these motion forms, there wouldn't be regular universes. The time is eternally there. The time hidden in intrinsic, immanent, perpetual, cyclical, repetitive motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter. Electron motion forms are intrinsic, immanent, repetitive, cyclical, perpetual motion machines and perpetual timekeepers. Perpetual clocks, light clocks of meta-sensation perception matter. They are eternal light clocks, they are eternal light sources and light clocks which are not requiring the space. There is no space to bend, there is no space to warp. And light is the bridge between the two realities. Before us, there were these eternal timekeepers of the meta-sensation perception matter universe. Meta-sensation perception matter, which has no space in itself. After we born, after subjective reality existed. As the result of these intrinsic motion forms interactions, time transferred to us by these light torches, as I told you before, in spite of variability of light velocities, light bridge built an absolute, as I told you before, in spite of variability of light velocities, light bridge built an absolute simultaneity between the two realities. Spaceless time's story is long. Space-time, relativity, quantum, Big Bang fallacies, etc. Einstein said that the time is what the hour hand points. Einstein said that the time is what the hour hand points. You will understand that that is not the case. You will have to abandon your thinking habits, and you will have to abandon these ideal land habitatus. Have a good evening. See you later.